Hey everybody, Happy New Year. It's really good to be here. Let me just close these windows here. So I am doing this video for those of you who are leaping into the new year full of motivation and full of forward momentum, but you're hitting a bunch of resistance and you can't quite figure out why or what's going on. This is a sign that you're actually working against the energies, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a heads up about how to work with the current energies, this transitional period that we're in a little bit better. I'm going to share what I've been doing and where I've been able to make forward momentum and where I've definitely been sort of paused because the energy wasn't there to support it. So, yeah, if you feel like you've been not, if you feel like you're a little bit behind already out of the starting gate, this video is going to be really helpful for you. So, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Kerri Miller. I'm a Feng Shui and energy clearing practitioner, and I love letting people understand how their environment and the energies around them are influencing them and influencing their energy levels, their mood, and their success potential, and the luck that they have in life, and really making some gentle shifts to their environment that put them in the flow of energies that give them an advantage in life and in business and really change outcomes that they might be experiencing. And that's really what we're going to be talking about today. Like if you're hitting these um, brick walls this week as you start to get back into the new year and you thought you were going to launch ahead and you're not really having good luck with that, this is the reason why. So listen in. I think you're going to really enjoy this. We're in a transition time. So I've done a couple of videos about the end of the year, moving from 2025, which is a 9 year, a year of completion, into 2026, which is a 1 year and a year of new beginnings and a lot of potential for planting seeds to help you manifest in the future. If you are interested in hearing more about that, excuse me, go back to some of the more recent videos that I've done on the topic. We are also, we're sort of in this transition period because the Gregorian calendar has turned over from 2025 to 2026. So we're kind of in that new energy. But that Gregorian calendar doesn't really follow the natural cycles of the earth and the energetic cycles very well. It's just kind of an imposed calendar, whereas there are other calendars that do follow the earth's cycles and utilize the energies and work with the energies more. And so a lot of times as the new year turns over, I'll give myself a lot of slack for setting resolutions or for starting new projects or for really taking off and taking flight in the new year. And I'll use the Chinese New Year as my actual New Year date. So I'll see a lot of people around me who are forging ahead. And I'll still be back kind of doing the back end work and taking my time. And I use that other cycle and use the energies to my advantage. So I'm going to talk to you about how I'm doing that and how you can do that too. Excuse me, and how that will help you create and go through this period and come out of it on the other side in a very powerful position rather than a place of frustration or burnout, or just having set yourself back in some way. So 2025 in the Chinese calendar is the year of the wood snake, which is, again, I've done videos about this in more detail just a couple weeks ago. But the snake is all about reflection and strategizing and trusting your intuition and really doing a lot of inner recalibration, and growth. Like when a snake, in order for a snake to grow, it has to like burst out of its old skin. So there's this uncomfortable period that you go through where everything gets really tight and constricted. And then the skin breaks open, which is kind of uncomfortable and painful. And then it peels away. and that feels a little bit better, but you're also left in this vulnerable skin and new skin, and you're feeling a little bit like you're not knowing what is right or which way to proceed while you get comfortable with who you've grown into. And so 2025 might have felt challenging for a lot of people if you were going through that process of shedding and doing that inner reflection that helps you grow. Um, but this, I really want you to reframe this pause, this time um, that felt like it was just painful and icky and letting go and doing the hard inner work. That wasn't lacking purpose. It was really the pause that was going to help you in the future. And so I really want you to embrace it. And then as this year progresses and as we move towards the Chinese calendar, the year of the horse in 2026, that energy is very different than snake energy. Horses are very fast. They're full of momentum. They are very visible and bold. They have a lot of speed. The pace will pick up, but it also comes with a lot of courage because, again, as the snake has evolved and that skin has started to toughen up, and you've implemented the lessons that you have learned during the snake year, you come back at things with a lot of courage and a lot of energy to really move forward and to take the reins of the horse and go further and faster than you have before. So it's really a powerful time. But there's a distinction. Like right now, we're in that transition period. And so it may feel like you're ready to launch out of the gate and take off. But the horse energy isn't fully here yet. And so you may struggle. If you like set a whole bunch of goals for yourself for 2026 or for your business for 2026, and you sat down at your desk on January 5th, just yesterday, and we're like, I'm going to, hit the ground running, you may find that some of what you're doing is not really happening with ease. And that's definitely what I want to share. So the key real lesson here is that action, like forward action, is not fully supported yet. I mean, the year of the horse doesn't arrive until February 17th, I think it is. And so you are still in snake energy, still doing a lot. This is the time to really still be going inward, thinking about what works, what doesn't work, letting things go that aren't supporting you, shedding. I have done, like personally on my own front, I have done a lot of reflection work and I've been very energized to do these types of activities. So the horse energy is really here to support me in feeling energized about wrapping up the snake energies. So when it comes to things like doing reflection, about what I've learned during the past year and what I want moving forward. I've got a ton of energy and momentum for that. When it comes to doing some strategic planning for my business, also, I've been like, I think I usually do some strategic planning at the beginning of the year, and I'm further ahead than I've ever been. Like, I really feel like I've got things dialed in better than I ever have before. And that's the snake energy. Like, that is really what the snake is very useful for. I've done a lot. We had our winter break just recently, and we did a lot of assessing our home and decluttering and letting things go and clearing spaces and setting up new systems in the home. 2025, truth be told, was a tough year for us because my husband started back to work. He had been home since the pandemic and working from home full time until March of 2025. And he went back hybrid into the office 3 days a week. And it was a big adjustment for us. We had set up systems and had things in place that really worked for the four of us being part of the team and being there all the time. And when he returned to the office, it really threw us for a loop because what we had in place just doesn't work anymore for what we are facing now with him being out of the house. And so a lot of and so that happened in March when he went back to work. And it's been 9 months of like pain and challenges and really trying to make things work and them not working because the systems were just not set up. So during this break, we really took a look at our space, how that's working, the way that we have tasks divvied up within the home and who's taking those things on, and just really setting up new systems to support where we are now in our life and where we're going to be moving forward. And that's super important to do now in this quiet period because again, the energies are going to be so much faster and the potential and the opportunity and the momentum are going to be much faster in 2026 when the horse arrives. And so if you haven't like fixed those problems, they're just going to get amplified and get in the way and be bigger blocks to what you're trying to accomplish. So that decluttering and simplifying, that kind of work is really what the horse energy, when it shows up, that's what it's energizing me to do. When I tried to do things like create a whole bunch of new material for my business or think about launching a new workshop or a new something a new package or something in my business, that energy fizzled like that. It was gone. And those tasks ended up feeling really forced. I felt like I was hitting brick walls and I was really feeling like the work that I normally enjoy doing was very draining and very frustrating. So that's a sign. Like those are the signs that you have to pay attention to. Like that's a sign that you're working against the energy. And because I knew about the energies of the snake versus the energies of the horse, I recognized it right away and was able to say, okay, this is not what I'm supposed to be putting my energy into right now. I need to go back and do some more of the clearing and the systemizing and the planning and the getting clear on what I want. And then with that clarity, it'll be a whole lot easier when I do really launch things or take things off. And I think what's important to know is that this year of the snake is really all about building the runway. It's really all about getting things in order, the runway in order, smooth, so that the horse can like take off out of the gate at when it arrives and when it fully gets into play. And the other thing that I think is important for you to pay attention to is that again, that Gregorian calendar is just kind of forced into life. It doesn't really follow the energies that support us. And so even though we've started the new year here in the West, we are still in astrological winter. I mean, I'm in the Northeast and there's snow on the ground. It's been freezing for months. Everything's frozen. The energy is frozen. Nothing's moving quickly. Everything's quiet. And it really is supporting like curling up by the fire, wrapped up in a blanket and reading a book or doing that inner work or get journaling and getting clear and being slow. This is all about contracting your energy and pulling your energy back so that you can, kind of foster the seed that is going to burst out of the earth in a couple of months when springtime arrives. And when that fire energy comes in to melt stuff and help you move forward. And again, when that horse arrives this year, it's going to be ultra full of potential because the horse energy really brings even more momentum into that spring energy. So it's a natural shift and it's going to feel different and feel easier when the energies align and when the timing aligns. So in just a couple of weeks, you'll start to feel that those bigger tasks like taking action, creating, launching, that's all going to feel a lot easier because the energy will be behind it and there'll be a lot less resistance and you'll be able to sustain your energy through it for a lot longer. So listen to the signs that you're getting. If you're feeling frustrated by what you're trying to accomplish, back off a little bit and reassess. Maybe there is a better place for you to be putting your time and energy right now. Maybe there's something else that needs to be cleared out of your way. Maybe there's another layer of strategic planning that you can do. Maybe there is a little bit more clarity that you can get about what you want for the future so that you can move forward. So let me just take a sip of water. So in order to like use this energy wisely, pay attention to the signs. You will be aligned with the energies if you are feeling that desire to clean and clear and organize, or to pull yourself towards simplifying things more, or if you're wanting to get more clear on things. The signs that you're fighting and working against the energy are that you are pushing through productivity, feeling like you're behind, like you're getting stressed because you're feeling like everybody's racing ahead of you and you're letting yourself get anxious about being behind. Trust me, you are not behind. Use it as your strength. If you're trying to force momentum, you are using far more energy than you need to. And that will work against you down the line when you really need to be able to hold on to that horse and race. So keep that in mind. So for right now, things like clearing physical clutter, simplifying your schedule, simplifying your systems, figuring out what you're going to commit to and what you're going to let go of, doing a lot of that inner work and that inner healing, getting clear on your priorities, and preparing your space. Like prepare the space around you so that it's going to support you in the coming energetic season. The year of the horse is going to be very fast, and preparation really matters more than speed right now. The speed is going to come. It's guaranteed the speed is going to come. Right now, you need to prepare so that you are able to keep up with it. It's also important to keep in mind that the horse amplifies everything. That means it amplifies the good, the bad, and the ugly. And so if you have ignored systems that aren't supporting your business anymore and head into the year of the snake, those system breakdowns are going to be even more amplified and cause bigger problems in your business. If you have not done the inner work or healed and forgiven things that have happened, those challenging situations or relationships can end up getting more amplified and bigger and blocking your path and making it more challenging to move forward. So what is aligned and right and fixed is going to grow very fast during the year of the horse. But what is messy and what is broken is going to immediately get overwhelming. I have a great example of this that I watched when I was in a business the other day. I'm going to share another video. It'll probably be in a week or two, but it's a great example. I'm also going to share it in my workshop, which I'm about to tell you about. So hang tight for that. But if things are messy, they're quickly going to get messier and more overwhelming, and they're going to cause problems that are going to cause you to miss opportunities or cause you to miss the horse, like literally miss the potential for ending up in the right place on the horse. Like that, jumping on the horse and riding it is almost like a fast forward to where you want to get to. But if you aren't clear on where you want to go, you'll end up in the wrong destination. Or if there's things that you have to jog around, is going to throw you off course or it's going to slow you down. And you might miss some of those opportunities. So again, the preparation is really the key right now. So like in summary, you are not behind right now. You do not need to be racing out of the gate at the moment. Make this pause purposeful and take the time to do the preparation and to get yourself and your environment and your business systems and all of those things in order, because that preparation creates power that is going to put you in a position that really allows you to leapfrog forward. But it's all about knowing where to focus your energy now rather than trying to focus it on thinking it should be used in the future, right? So I'm going to do a workshop about this. I offered my 2026 Feng Shui Energy Forecast webinar workshop in December. It was a huge hit. There were over 100 people registered. I've gotten tons of great feedback on it. People really appreciated it. In this workshop, we actually go through some activities to figure out what you need to clear and get out of the way before the year of the horse arrives. And we do some clarity exercises, focusing on the 9 different parts of life and what is missing in them and what we are looking to create more of for each of them and where to focus your attention on in 2026. So that as you head into that year of the horse, you have cleared the way and you have clarity about where you're going and what you want to focus your energy and attention on, and how you can bring your environment and the energies around you into alignment to support you so that you get the best outcomes from the year of the horse, and you don't get led astray instead. So the workshop, I'm going to offer it again. It's on June 20th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It doesn't take place on this platform. You have to register. The registration link is in the description. You'll get a Zoom link and you can show up for the live workshop on the 20th. So for now, trust the timing. Listen to what is working and what's not. If you're feeling frustrated, step back and redirect. Work with the energies, putting your energy into those preparations, simplification, strategizing types of activities is really the best way to use that momentum as it comes in. And trust me, you will be able to launch in a much better, more efficient way when the energy truly arrives. So I hope you found that helpful. And I hope that you join me on January 20th for the 2026 Energy Forecast Workshop. It's going to be really good. It's information that you need. It's some valuable time spent doing some activities that will help set you up for ease and clarity in the coming year. See you there. Take care, everybody. Bye.